Dirk just dropped a new video, 1-star rated movie. I was supposed to post this video yesterday. I was lazy and I forgot and all that stuff. So now we're here. Can't think of one on the top of my head besides like the Emoji Movie. I heard, bro, people were dumping on this shit, bro. Like they really hated the movie. I heard Scream was pretty bad. The last movie I heard, I don't know. Comment below if I'm wrong. That's what I've just been hearing from friends and online and stuff like that. If you guys are new to the channel, please sub to the channel, please. We're trying to hit 1K. And also follow me on Twitch. I haven't been on Twitch in a minute, so if you guys can support me over there, that'll be pretty good. But I'm trying to stay consistent on this channel. I want to try to bring people to go to that Twitch as well. And don't worry, I'm gonna still post here, but I just want to, you know, gather as much people in a loyal community and stuff like that. So if you guys can do that, it'd be great. So yeah, all right, let's just get it.
No, I've gone over a lot of movies on this channel. Some that I liked, some that I didn't like, even some that y'all didn't like.
Oh, the Sausage Party? It was a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. It had a lot of fucking adult stuff. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no kids movie. This is like an adult movie. You know what I'm saying? I thought this was a kids movie at first when it first came out, and this was not a fucking kids movie at all, bro. I don't know why this movie was. It was just a whole fucking yeah, you know.
But something that I've never gone over on this channel is movies that the world didn't like, and that's what we'll be doing today. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be going over movies with some of the lowest ratings and the most 1-star reviews I could find, to find out if people are just hating or these movies are actually just that. I'll personally give them a rating once I'm done covering each one. And in the end, I'll go over a movie with some of the most 1-star reviews ever and possibly one of the most hated movies ever. And I'm getting straight into the trash because the first movie I'm going over is called The Hottie and the Naughty.
Yeah, I never heard of this.
What y'all think this one's about? With a smooth 2 out of 10 stars and a calm, you know, just a calm 26,000 1-star reviews. Oh my goodness. This movie's in the top 6 lowest rated movies on IMDb.
This was like back in 2008. Bro, like back in the early 2010s and stuff like that, they might have been some crazy ass movies. There's been good movies too. But like, damn, 2.0, that is crazy, bro. This had to be bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck.
And I never.
Is it PG-13?
Seen it. But after reading some of these reviews, I had to know what all the fuss was about. Like, listen to this review and tell me you're not at least a little intrigued about how bad this movie could be. A guy by the name of Meeker said, "Oh my, that's bad. I am just amazed that, as of this moment, there are 554 people who rated this movie a 10. I would like 10 pounds or 20 gallons of whatever it is that has warped their mentality to such a degree. Acting, abysmal to non-existent. Script, huh? What's that? Directing, not that I saw. My only regret is that I cannot vote less than 1 out of 10
Jesus fuck, bro. How bad is this movie?
stars. Like, I had to watch it, and I did. But before I give you my thoughts on it, I know y'all ain't watched it, so let me give you a quick rundown. Alright, so this movie is a rom-com, which, you know, that's how you know it's gonna be bad. Well, we follow this dude named Nate who just got dumped by his girlfriend. And since he's newly single and never really loved the other girl, I guess, he decides he wants to get back in the game immediately. And instead of chasing new girls, he wants to rekindle an old love. You know?
No. That's not what we're not gonna do, bro. 20, you know, tell the young people out there watching, bro, don't be going back to your exes, bro. Don't be going back to your that one crush that be rejecting you and shit, bro. That is not worth it, bro. Just keep pushing, man.
The one that got away.
Move on.
His first grade crush. That's right, first grade. Who now lives across the country and he hasn't seen since they were 6 years old. Yep. Haven't seen each other in 20 years. So this
how do you still have your crush? Like, still have your crush when you're still 6? That's crazy. No, 8, 6, don't really matter. But that is crazy, bro. Like, I remember having a crush back then when I was elementary, bro. And as soon as after elementary, bro, I already forgot who she was and stuff like that. She was just a memory in my head. I forgot what she looked like, bro. At this point,
This guy Nate travels across the nation to find her, and he does. She turns out to be Paris Hilton, and she even agrees to go on a date with him, but with one catch. She'll go out with him, but he has to find her friend a date as well. Oh, find her friend a date? That shouldn't be so hard.
Oh my goodness!
And so Nate spends the rest of
Nah, bro, nah. Someone gotta take one for the team. Oh hell no, bro. If you're that type of homie, bro, I cannot be around you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to respectfully decline you because you're not my type. That's the best way I can put it. You know what I'm saying?
In a movie trying to find her a date. And that's all you gotta know for me to tell you that this movie is trash. I mean, really, I normally hate on rom-coms and call all of them trash, but y'all, this one is seriously trash. Like, first of all, for a rom-com, there ain't much calm going on in this movie. Like, it's not very funny, which is crazy because it has such a funny premise. Like, it's pretty much a take one for the team type of situation, right?
Exactly.
Except the guy trying to pull the hottie should realistically be the one with the naughty. Like, it's pretty funny. But this movie manages to do nothing with it. And that ain't even the only thing they messed up on. Even the girl, I'm not
Oh my god, she could have at least tried to like
manages to do nothing with it. And that ain't even the only thing they messed up on. Even the
she could have at least tried to like, you know, bro, the teeth is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna joke, bro. The teeth is crazy. Like, you could at least, like, you know, shave whatever that little hair eyebrow thingy, whatever the fuck in the middle. Yeah, that needs to go. Unibrow, whatever the fuck it's called. Like, she's literally nearly balding. Not even joking, bro. He's like, oh my god, bro. Like, I'm not trying to, like, you know, be an asshole, but like that, bro. If, I will do whatever it takes to at least look decent, dude, but this is crazy.
Girl, I'm not calling her that. The girl June being deemed as ugly, they messed up on that too. It's like the creators of this movie don't even know what it actually means to be ugly. Like, looking at her, you know, yeah. she doesn't look the best.
Hey, okay, maybe she can probably like have a, what are those shits called? People will be like removing the, like, I'm not sure if removing it, but like just get a new set of teeth and shit. Like, you know, add some like skincare, and she looks decent, bro. It's like, is this like, so many going on? I could still see it. You know what I'm saying? She has pretty eyes, but there's a lot of stuff she needs to work on.
But it's not because she's ugly. It's because she's dirty. You understand what I'm saying? There's a difference. Like, ugly to me is like, no matter what you do, you stuck, my boy. I hate to break it to you, but you stuck. But the stuff we see in this movie is like her toenails and teeth rotting. Like, ugh, that's
yeah, that's like, bro, that's all that's all you have to do. You just gotta brush your teeth, get little, you know, skincare, and I think she's decent. You know what I'm saying? The hair, I don't know what to do with her. You gotta go to Turkey or something, because
it's more gross than it is ugly. Ugly is different. Ugly is not this. Like Harvey Weinstein. That is ugly. This girl though, she just needs a dentist and a shower. And then the last thing I want to point out about this movie, and I want to speak on it too long because it's a comedy movie and it's supposed to be ridiculous, but I got it, bro. The fact that this dude traveled cross country for a girl that he hasn't seen since he was 6, come on, it gotta be at least a little concerning. At least a little. Like, last time you seen her, y'all.
Like, you haven't seen this girl in a minute. I'm surprised she even fucking remembered you. You know what I'm saying? Like, from like back in elementary. Hey, she probably did, like, hey, like, I'm not trying to, like, she seemed like a very, like, look, she's a very gorgeous woman. She probably, you know, did some shit, you know what I'm saying? She probably had a couple of bugs. I'm not gonna shame, but I'm just saying, just, you know, like, look at him and look at her, bro. Look, she look like she got more body than this dude. This is, he'll probably try to get some, but who knows?
We're preschoolers, and that popped in your mind as the true love of your life? Word? But yeah, this movie is boo-boo. Even the ending, you would think it would be something like he falls for the naughty over Paris Hilton to show personality beats looks. But no, he does fall for her, but only after she gets a whole makeover and is,
oh, there we go. Look, she kind of cute.
No longer ugly to him. And it's supposed to be a happy ending? Man.
Wow. Okay, that is kind of crazy though. That is kind of crazy.
This movie getting 3 out of 10 stars from me. And
I mean, at least she got her like shit together, but you know, it's kind of fucked up that you only want to be with her because, you know, she got a glow up now. But I don't know, it's just weird.
I'm only rating it higher because I like his Speed Racer costume. That's the only reason. But like I usually say, that was only the first movie. The next one might be even worse. The next movie I got up is titled, be ready, Shriek If You Know What I Did Last Friday the 13th. That's the title. Now you may be looking at this movie how I...
Nah, this has to be one of the, like, the Wayne Brothers type of, like, movie. You know what I'm saying? You know, they think like, yo, if the Wayne brother can do this, we can do it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think this is one of them.
I was looking at it the first time I seen it. Like, I know you from somewhere, but you don't look right. You would be right. The movie you're probably thinking about is Scary Movie, but this is not that. Because this movie, just like Scary Movie, is a parody of a bunch of horror movies released in the 80s and 90s.
It's a parody of a parody, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. why I don't see the purpose. It's just you trying to like parody of a someone else's parody just so you. It has to be like a cash grab, right? This has to be a cash grab because they probably see the movie, how good a movie it was, and how much money it was making, and they say, "Oh, we can do the same thing."
But there's a reason you haven't heard of this one. Coming in at 4 stars out of 10, this movie is definitely not as loved as Scary Movie. But the question is, are people just hating? Is it really a 4 out of 10? Is this movie so bad that it deserves to be called the worst movie ever? Hell yeah. No, I'm kidding. Look, this movie is not good, but it ain't the worst. It got some funny things going for it, like the killer, you know, because it's a parody of Scream. The killer never actually kills anybody. It's more like he accidentally makes them do it themselves. Like this one girl runs into a beehive and dies. Like that's pretty funny. They also got a guy named Bonner in the movie that they always call Boner, which I know it's immature, but I find it funny. And then Coolio's in it. You know, that's cool. It's Coolio, y'all. The messed up part is these movies were made around the same time, but since it got delayed and came out after Scary Movie, some people called it a parody of Scary Movie instead of calling it a parody of the movies it was actually trying to parody. That's messed up.
Damn.
I was one of those people. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just racist, but I think even if this one did come out first, people would still think this one's a parody because the Wayans brother one still would have bodied it. Like, come on, y'all, let's be real. This one don't got Ray or Shorty or Brenda or
That was iconic. That scene right there was iconic.
Cindy or even Doofy. They do got that one guy from Scary Movie 3, but that ain't the Wayans, bro. That ain't the Wayans. I'm sorry. I think a 4-star rating is too low for this movie, so I'm gonna give it a 4.5. 4.5 stars out of 10 is not bad. That's not bad at all. Especially when you consider the fact that
pretty low, but not zero, you know?
After this movie, it's all downhill from here. Because this next movie I got up might actually be the worst one I've ever covered on this channel.
365 days. I've seen the actor, but I never seen the movie.
Oh boy, this movie. Coming in at a strong 3.3 out of 10 stars.
What the fuck?
I first heard about this movie back when it first released in 2020, and if you don't know, this junk was everywhere for like a month. Cause believe it or not,
yeah, cause I've seen like little clips over here and there on social media, and I thought, oh, it must be a good movie since it's all over the place, you know. And we look at the cinematic, the way they look. I thought it was gonna be a good movie, but I'm surprised it turned out pretty bad.
There's a lot of people, mainly women, who actually like this movie, and you'll
because it's like a fantasy kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's what is that shit called? I don't know what it's called, but it's like fantasy kind of thing where like women like to like fantasize like a certain scenario or I don't know, shit like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but shit like that, yeah, it does exist.
See why in a sec. But real quick, before I get into this one, I know some of y'all watch my videos with your friends or your siblings or even your parents, and I'm flattered. I truly am. But y'all gonna have to split up for this movie. I'm serious, especially if you're watching with your parents. Please, just split up, mama, please. Yeah, that was your warning.
It'd be one of those.
Alright, so this movie is about two people. An Italian guy by the name of Massimo and a Polish lady named Laura. And their lives are drastically different. Massimo is a cold Italian mafia boss.
Oh, I thought he was Mexican. Is he Mexican? I don't know.
Whose father was killed right in front of him. And Laura, her life just isn't as exciting. I mean, yeah, she's a higher up in this sales company, which is pretty cool. But besides that, there's not much going on. Doesn't help either. She's dating this bald freaking couch potato who never wants to do anything with her. And I mean anything, which I'll never understand how that stuff happens. I understand if you was like in your 60s, because you know, at that point, your piece is practically paralyzed. But these dudes are like in your 30s. How do you lose love for the game that fast? But yeah, point is, Laura is clearly unsatisfied with her life and definitely unsatisfied by Caillou.
Hold on, I gotta fix my light real quick.
5 minutes later.
Okay, we're good.
But things were about to change for Laura, because to get at least a little thrill in her life, she decides to celebrate her 29th birthday in Italy. Ah, Italia. You know, I know a little Italian myself. Grazie. Prego. That's about it. But after she gets mad at Caillou for literally ditching her on her birthday, bro, this dude must have lied all over his resume to pull her, because ditching your lady on her birthday and pulling back up in this fit is insane. Laura goes on a late night walk to get her mind off things in a random town in a country that she does not know. So what do you think happens? She gets kidnapped. And watching this, I thought it was Bowser who was responsible, because Laura wakes up in a castle. And on top of that, when she goes downstairs, she sees a painting of herself hung up on the wall. Yeah, that's Bowser obsession if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, that was some. They probably got this inspiration from Mario. You know what I'm saying? Got this shit from Super Mario. I thought maybe we can recreate this without actually, just taking the blueprint. It just gotta make her own shit. You know what I'm saying?
But when she turns around, it wasn't Bowser standing behind her. It was an Italian man. But not Mario. It was Massimo, the guy I told you about from the start. Massimo, what you doing here, my boy? And this one.
Okay, if this is where the part where like, if this is really like some sort of resemblance from Mario, bro, we have to see the husband, bro. We have to like see the husband trying to save the wife and shit. If it is, bro, 100% from Mario, bro. That'd be crazy.
Movie surprised me, but not in a good way. This guy Massimo comes in and not only tells Laura that he's the one who kidnapped her, but he tells her that he did it because he's madly in love with her. Yeah, it turns out the day his father died, Massimo had caught a glimpse of Laura at the beach and couldn't forget about her. Bro, your dad just died, and he spent all these years looking for her, which leads us to now, where he drugged her and kidnapped her so he can finally have her. And for as crazy as this sounds, it wasn't even done there. Because after the dude tells her how she's not getting her phone back, he tells her he's gonna give her a chance. And I watched this thinking, thank goodness he's gonna let her go. He tells her he's gonna give her a chance. He'll let her go, but only after she stays with him for 365 days, aka a year, to see if she falls in love with him. At this point, I realized why this movie has 31,000 one-star reviews. What the you telling me this dude drugged and kidnapped this girl in an attempt to swoon her? Was this game in 2020? I don't think this was game in 2020. What is wrong with this dude? I mean, really, like, just imagine this. Like, imagine this. Imagine you a dude, right? And you see a girl that you think looks good on the beach. She looks good.
Okay.
And then your dad gets popped right in front of you. You gonna forget that girl. But Massimo is different.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Bro, that'd be crazy. If your own dad fucking dies in front of you, and the only thing you're fucking concerned about is a fucking girl, yeah, your party must be fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy. Yeah.
If it wasn't for the fact that he also got shot too, he probably would have been on the ground with his dad like, Papa, no, you can't leave me, Papa. Hey, that girl on the beach is kind of bad though. And just think about how confusing that must have been for Laura. Like, this dude over here talking about you are the love of my life. Motherfucker, I don't know you. Or at least that's how I thought she'd react, but it really is true what they say. Some people will let you kill them as long as you look good. Cause tell me why, all this kidnapping and drugging stuff, this girl Laura was low-key into it. Bro, what the how?
Oh my god. I mean, like I said, it's a fantasy, What is it called? I forgot what it's called, but like it's close to this about fantasy. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Is this romantic? How? Maybe I'm just not the most attractive guy, but I'm pretty sure if I tried any of the stuff this dude does, it would fail horribly. Could you imagine?
Yeah, if any average dude, I'm talking average dude, ain't gotta be ugly, bro. Just an average dude, bro. Yeah, you're going to jail, bro. You gotta be top tier, like crazy nonchalant Chad motherfucker to even pull this off, bro. With money, bro. Yeah, you gotta like have some sort of status to even like pull this off, and a girl not trying to call the authorities. You know what I'm saying? So like, you're cooked.
Imagine me trying to sneak up behind a girl the way this dude does and use one of his lines. Are you lost, baby? My eyes! Pepper spray straight to my face. I mean, really, it has to be a looks thing. You think if this 6'3" mafia boss was instead of 5'5" dude who worked at Kroger, this stuff would be cool or hot? No, this would be a horror movie. I know people let people they find attractive slide with stuff more often, but this is just getting out of hand. You never see me.
It's that pretty privilege, you know what I'm saying? That's a pretty privilege, bro. I can't even talk. But yeah, that shit is real, bro. That is shit real, bro. Yeah, it might come off as a little hate-ish in a way, but like, I'm just speaking facts here, bro.
You doing this? If a 10 out of 10 invited me over to her crib and she just had a painting of me in her living room, what do you think? I'm gonna just stay and be cool? Well, I'm gonna think about it. But no, a painting of me without even knowing me is crazy. After seeing something that creepy, I am at...
Okay, let's be honest right here, bro. To all the guys out there watching right now, do you guys think... Okay, it is creepy in a way, but like, do you guys think it's creepy if one day you go to a girl's house and whatever the fuck, and you see a painting, but the painting, it's your face and like your picture, whatever the fuck? Would y'all think it's kind of weird? You know what I'm saying? It is weird, but like I feel like there's a certain level too big. I don't know. I feel like I feel kind of flattered, but at the same time, kind of weirded out. Cause like, why would you have a picture of me? But at the same time, like, I never had this kind of treatment before, but I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? All right, am I weird? All right, keep it comment section right now.
Most seeing her only like
start typing.
3 or 4 more times. 5 max. But that's it. I don't know what she's capable of. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I don't want to continue talking about this movie. But Derek, we gotta know what else happens. What did those women like about it so much? You really wanna know? Well, the thing they like about it so much, and the reason I'm stopping here, and the absolute worst thing about this movie, is that after this kidnapping scene, right? Laura starts actually falling in love with little Bill, which is bad enough, but that ain't even the main issue.
Where's the husband? It's just been, he probably just didn't give a fuck about that. Like, where's the husband, bro? Like, the husband not concerned where the fuck her wife is at?
The issue is after she falls in love with him, this movie becomes a straight up corn film. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. I mean it. Straight up corn. Every 10 to 15 minutes, something will go down. In the bedroom, in the shower, on a boat, which is usually their favorite. Everywhere, every few minutes, for no reason. And as much as some of y'all freaks would like to see, no, y'all gonna have to take my word on it. And that's why this movie, for all its 1-star ratings, was the top movie on Netflix and ended up getting 2 sequels.
No fucking way, bro. Holy fuck. Why do people even watch this shit? Who watches the shows or movie and actually enjoy these, bro? Who sits there and watches these and think this is okay?
2. And the reason is simple. This movie is quite literally a gooner movie for women. That's what it is. Like, these positive reviews will remind you that some women could be just as down bad as some men. Look at some of these. Angelica gave it an 8 out of 10 stars and says, wasn't watching for the plot. Then you got Annie, who gave it 9 out of 10 stars and says, makes you feel things, winky face. And then you got the worst one, Bianca, who gave this movie a 10 out of 10 and says, I loved it. My boyfriend hated it instantly. I told him it achieved the goal.
Good. Your boyfriend has some sense, bro. I'm telling you, like, bro, you think that when it comes to, never mind. That's a dumbass question. I was about to say, like, who has like when it comes to like gender wise and whatever the fuck, who's like more down bad? And the more I think about it, bro, and I realize like guys are more down bad. I think girls, they don't really show it, but when it comes to guys, they're like, it's obvious you couldn't, like, it's in front of you, right? But girls don't really show like how down bad they are. You know what I'm saying? But guys, they just do it without no shame, bro. It's like, I see a lot on social media, and it's like fucking, it's fucking bad. Yeah.
The film when I was a shrug emoji, smile emoji, sequel please, a prayer for Bianca's boyfriend. That's only a few of them too. There's some reviews in here that give you a college essay on why this movie was good goons. My female viewers.
Good goons?
Right, y'all? This one ends with Massimo and Laura falling in love in under 365 days. It only took about 3 before he started fucking. And Laura may be getting assassinated by a rival mafia family while she's on the way to tell Massimo she's pregnant. Yeah, pretty messed up ending. Still getting 2 stars from me though. Might be one of the worst movies I've ever seen. But although it's one of the worst ones, I still have one more extremely low rated movie I want to go over. Probably one of the most hated movies of the 2010s, and coming in at a whopping 3
emoji. Is the emoji, right?
1.5 stars. The Emoji.
There we go.
Unlike 365 Days, where I at least saw a girl I was following, glazing it on her story, I have never seen a single person say they like this movie. On the contrary, every time this movie is brought up, it's just straight hate. But the question is it warranted? Spoiler alert, kinda. Alright, so if you don't know, in the Emoji movie, we follow this emoji named Gene who lives in a place called Textopolis, an emoji world inside of the phone of this middle school kid named Alex. And this emoji world is obviously full of emojis. I mean it, any emoji your phone has, this world got. I'm talking the crown emoji, the shrimp emoji, the eyes emoji, every emoji, all of them. And every emoji in this world has to behave like what it is. Well, what do I mean? The laughing emoji, no matter what happens, has to always laugh. The crying emoji.
That would kind of suck, bro. If you have to laugh all the fucking time, bro, I would just off myself, on GTA. But, like, no, I don't. If I was an emoji, I would never be a fucking laughing emoji, a crying emoji, anything that do with an emotion, because I feel like having to only have one emotion is just kind of fucking stupid. It is fucking dumb. Anyway.
You could win the lottery and have 2 baddies right next to him, and he still has to cry. The smirk emoji to get the most terrible news in the world. I'm sorry.
I wonder, bro, it's been a minute, bro. I remember seeing the movie. Honestly, I didn't even give a fuck about the movie. I just watched it. Didn't really give like an honest opinion about it. I just saw it. didn't really care. I'm being honest. I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw the movie, I didn't bother to even like fucking like care. And after the movie came out, people were straight fucking hating, bro. Not hating, but it's like more like they were just trashing the movie. Um, it was bad. Don't get me wrong, but like fuck, I didn't know how bad it was. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was that bad. You know what I'm saying?
Son, but the cancer is now stage 4. The poop emoji, no matter what happens to him, has to always I don't know, smell like shit. My point is the emojis gotta act like what they are, which already brings up an issue I got with this movie. This little rule of acting like the emoji you are doesn't even apply to every emoji. It doesn't. Like, for example, the movie makes it a huge deal that our main character, Gene, is an emoji that doesn't act like he's supposed to. He's a meh emoji. Y'all know the one that's like disinterested looking, the little sassy side-eye one? That's like, whatever. That one, that's the one he is. But he doesn't act like that all the time. Sometimes he'll laugh, sometimes he'll smile, sometimes he'll smirk, and the other emojis in Textopolis shame him for that. This is some BS. It's favoritism if you ask me. They'll say the emojis aren't allowed to break character, but then you got the poop emoji laughing while coming out the bathroom. Like, I'm pretty sure mine doesn't do that, does y'all's? And then the elephant emoji over here cracking jokes. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I was about to say like they have other emoji that just be smiling. What the fuck? I'm like, aren't you supposed to just not smile? And then people be just talking shit to the fucking main character about smiling and shit, how you shouldn't be doing that, but you see other people do it. Nah, that's some fucked up bullshit right there.
They ride tricycles, but I ain't never seen one do stand up. It's favoritism. It's some systematic favoritism against the yellow.
Even the antagonist, bro, like she was like very like she was trying to like she's like I don't know what she was like smiley, I believe, but like she you can tell like she can be angry, she could feel emotions, but she can't. I don't know, bro. It just this fucking movie's dumb as fuck.
Emojis, and besides it not being applied evenly, it also just brings up so many questions. If emojis gotta act like what they are all the time, would the kissing emoji be a hoe? Constantly having to kiss up on people? What about the people emojis? What would the white or black guy emoji act like emoji?
Right,
movie?
I feel like they haven't put. I was confused too. Like they had so much emoji, but there was like not a lot. You know what I'm saying? They didn't like mention a lot of the emojis there, bro. I could be wrong.
Huh? You wanna tell us? I already know the Dominican flag emoji never gonna be on time for shit. It's stupid. They're stupid. The rules of this universe just don't make sense to me. But that was only the start of my issues with this movie. Cause I don't know if y'all remember, but the plot, even dumber. All the problems in this movie start cause the emojis failed to, get this, help this kid Alex bag his crush. I'm not joking. And you're probably wondering why. Well, what happened was, when he was texting her in class and he wanted to send her the meh emoji, Gene made the wrong face. So when Alex sent it, his crush was not rocking with it. And I'm sorry, if all it takes is one misclicked emoji to mess up your chances with a girl, then just give up. The girl did not like you regardless. Yeah. Unless you randomly send like the eggplant or drool emoji, that might be on you. But yeah.
Wait. I remember this scene, bro, and I could be wrong. He was explaining how like, oh, this is like where people don't be using like these are the type of people that like don't use the emoji at all. These emojis they never be used. I'm like looking at the fucking eggplant, I'm like, bro, and I refuse to believe that no one in the world uses this, bro. That's bullshit, bro. Yeah, but it is a kids movie, so I guess.
Randomly sounded like the eggplant or drool emoji, that might be on you. But yeah, his crush was not rocking with him. And Alex does what I think any sensible person would do after a small texting blunder like this. Delete everything on his phone. Yup, off one texting mistake and Candy Crush glitching and randomly saying tasty. He wants to factory reset his phone. And when I saw this, man, talk about privilege. When I was this kid's age, I had a broken Obama phone. Do y'all remember Obama phones? Those were those free phones.
Bro, I don't even got a phone since like, bro, I haven't gotten like an actual phone like when I was 16, 17. I don't remember, bro. But like, I remember back then when I was in middle school, I had to borrow this fucking phone. I don't know, it was like a BlackBerry, right? But I had like a screen that had like the keyboards and shit, bro. And this was around the time where iPhone was still a thing and everything. It was like the iPhone 5. I don't remember what year it was for the iPhone. What I forgot. No, not bad. What version it was for the iPhone, but that bro, my family was poor, bro. Like, bro, my family was poor, bro. I didn't get a phone, shit, nothing, bro. But eventually, I did get a phone, but it wasn't an iPhone. It was an Android, so I had that for the longest time. And now I got my first iPhone like when I was 19, and I upgraded to. I had that for the longest time, and now I upgraded to a 15. Dude, this was a 15. It's 15. All right then. I don't know. I had to ramble that for a second.
You could get when Obama was president. I had one of those. While all my friends had iPhone 7s and the newest Samsungs, I was over here struggling to text my mom one sentence. One! And you don't even want to know how pissed I was when Flappy Bird came out. And on top of that,
oh my god, Flappy Bird. I'm sorry for pausing, but like, damn, Flappy Bird was a thing, bro. It was like, how do I, it was like, what can I compare it to, bro? Flappy Bird was like, I don't know. Flappy Bird, I don't know what could, it's like, I don't know what to compare it to. Flappy Bird was just big, bro, and I think they got rid of the app and shit. I'm like, damn, bro, that was crazy. It was a crazy time, bro. It was a crazy time. I remember a lot of people was playing that shit, bro. Even me, bro. It was a big thing, bro.
it was broken, and I spent seasons with this junk. And this dude bought to reset his phone because he got custom emojis and Candy Crush acting up. Privilege. But yeah, that leads Gene on a journey.
Bro. Even though I have a phone, bro, I still like, you know what I'm saying? Even though I had an iPhone, even though I had an Android phone, bro, you know, I'm not gonna clown a lot of people for having an Android because I used to be an Android, you know, a guy too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be clowning because I used to have one, so I can't be switching up like that. Even though I got a new phone, iPhone or 5, but I can't be like switch up like that. You know what I'm saying?
Where he has to survive. I'm not joking. Candy Crush, Just Dance, and possibly worst of all, falling for a goth girl. Oh my goodness. Also, he can fix himself so he can become meh all the time. Mind you, all of this is happening while at the same time trying to avoid being deleted by these robots and trying to stop the kid Alex from wiping his phone. Yeah, that 3.5 starting to look really accurate. When this movie originally came out in 2017, I ain't watch it. And looking back on it now, thank goodness. If I would have seen something this bad back then, I'm not even joking, that might have flung me into a depression. That was peak sad Bart Simpson edit era. I couldn't risk that. I'll say this though, only thing maybe saving this movie maybe is its message. But even then, I don't think I even agree with it. From what I've gathered, the message in this movie is supposed to be, you know, the usual don't change for anyone. Just cause you're different or a standout like Gene doesn't mean you should conform to society's rules and become bland. Which is nice and all, but again, this is some bullshit. Yes, I believe you shouldn't change for anyone, but if you being different leads to the real life equivalent of the end of the world, then just conform, bro. Be bland. Keep them emoji faces to yourself. This is our lives on the line we're talking about. This one ends with Gene embracing being different and who he is after having a heart-to-heart with his father, who can also express himself in different ways, I guess. And then right before they get deleted, he helps Alex bag his crush, saving them all. Because it turns out you don't need to give a girl compliments or gifts or any of that junk to woo her over. You don't even gotta say anything at all. Just send her a cool emoji, that'll do it. But
that's not how it works, bro. I'm sorry. That's not how it works. I always wonder, what if, you know, what if the phone dies? What happens then? You know what I'm saying? Does that like, do they just like disappear and they just like, you know, and like reappear and like not know what happened? You know what I'm saying?
just because I think this movie's rating is deserved does not mean I think this is the worst one of the video. That title was going to 365 days. Cause yeah, with the Emoji Movie, most of the jokes weren't funny, the world kind of doesn't make sense, and they had a dance party at the end, like, oh my goodness. At least it's watchable. Like, I could play this in the background while I'm doing something and not care. 365 days though, I can't watch that. So nothing's topping 365 days. No pun intended. That's pretty much all the movies I wanted to go over this time. I'm sorry to—
All right, that was Dirk FDB's video, bro. Shouts to him, a W video from him, bro. Sounds like most of them are very accurate because I did not know anything about the 365 days movie show. I don't know what that was. I thought when I first saw the the little clips and shit on social media, I assumed it was a good movie because of how much people somehow enjoyed it. Now I'm watching this video like, damn, it was that bad. The Emoji Movie, I can see that. I can understand that. All right, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comments, and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 1K in this channel, bro. That's our goal here. And also we're trying to build the communities. And also I'm not just hitting a goal. I really want to, you know, build the community for like all of us, you know what I'm saying? So if we can do that, guys, it'll be pretty great if you guys do that, please. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Oh, and also make sure to follow my Twitch. You know, I'm trying to build a community over there as well, so I can start streaming instead of having to just be an empty chat. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I haven't been streaming over there. I've been focusing more on my YouTube channel more than I am on my Twitch. All right, then see you guys later. Yeah, toodles.